By the way, this is Apple TV, Barry. It's not Windows based.
This is beautiful. Oh, look at the kids. Are these your children?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are
Beautiful.
He was shy and couldn't participate here, so.
Hi Barry, congratulations on your retirement. You've been a great manager, and I'm grateful to have had the opportunity to work for you. I'm sad we have to say goodbye to you, and we will miss you. But I'm very happy for you and your family. I wish you a wonderful new life.
That's Sabiji.
He is so much fun, Karen. He's just a blast.
Hey Barry, I'm from BG. Hope you're doing great. I can't believe it's already 6 months since my relocation. Time flies, and now your retirement is approaching. I would like to add a few words about your amazing qualities as a manager. You backed us in every crucial client meetings. You showed us how to tackle pressure in critical projects and releases. Apart from that, I personally have learned a lot of on-the-job skills from you. To name a few, how to maintain your cool all the time. You should trust in your team. Then, how to create a positive atmosphere in the workplace and how to be approachable always. And the gesture of distributing candies was very appealing. So, I enjoyed every bit of working with you, and I wish you success in all your future endeavors. So, have a happy retirement. Keep in touch. Thank you.
Very good. He's the one who had to go back to India in December.
This is your Carlisle team. Hey Barry, sorry to see you're leaving, but we know you're going to be happy in your retirement. I remember I started back here 24 years ago, and you hired me, and you've been a good manager the whole time. And I guess you left Carlisle in 1999, so good to you back. All these years, and wish you the best of luck, and your family enjoy your time off.
Hi Barry, I wanted to thank you for all your support, your guidance over the years. It's been the same as for Ken, 24 years. It's very hard for me to imagine what this company's going to be like without you here. You've been such a fixture and such a part of our lives, both as a leader and manager and as a friend. Well, thank you for everything that you've done for me. Well, I guess it's time for a story or two. And the best story that I can recall is Barry decided he was going to be a lumberjack. And he was going to cut down a tree and use it for firewood. So the best I can remember the story is Barry parks his truck fairly close to the tree. And the tree's pretty close to the trailer. And Barry fells the tree and it goes down. Of course, misses his truck and lands on the trailer. So they go inside, they're looking around, they can't see anything. No tree. Finally they open the cupboards, there's a tree, branches right through the roof, right into the cupboard. So I guess, to say the least, we're recommending that Barry not take up being a lumberjack as his new career.
One of the stories that I remember the most is Barry came to work one day with a black eye, and apparently he was doing something in his kitchen where he was up on a chair or something, and suddenly something struck him in the back of the head. So he turned around to see what it was, and the ceiling fan struck him in the eye. So that's pretty much the story that I remember most about Barry.
You know, if I remember correctly, Ken, you can just go on. The ceiling fan kicked him around a second time when he turned his head. Let's talk of another one. end of story time. Finally, I'd like to pray for God's blessings for you, Barry, and for your family. And we hope to see you in Carlisle again soon. See ya.
All right, Barry. See you later. Have a good one.
It's good to see what they look like.
So the-
I've never seen them
The
before.
ceiling fan story was, we had a tall cabinet in the kitchen. And so I was looking for something, I forget what it was, but I think it was a belt for the, actually the vacuum cleaner. And I knew where the extra belts were, it was on the top of this cupboard. So I stood on a chair, but to open the cabinet door, I had to lean my head back, so the door would clear my face. There was a ceiling fan running behind me.
Oh, it was running?
It was running.
Yes.
It was similar to this, it had lights on it, and it was running like that.
Not that fast.
So, not quite that fast, we had it on a slower speed. And so I leaned my head back to clear the cabinet door, and the blade come around and whacked me in the back of the head. And so I turned around to see what hit me. The blade came around and caught me right above the eye.
Yeah, you go.
So I had a lump in the back of my head and a black eye the next day. And unfortunately, I told them the story. That is.
What is the
Lasted
lumberjack?
all these years. Pardon?
How about the lumberjack? What of
The lumberjack, that was an interesting one. So I went down, there's this other computer operator in our data center, and she knew I was into wood burning stoves and stuff, so I had a wood burning stove in our basement of our house, and to offset some of the heating costs and so on. And she said, well, we have a lot of dead trees down at our property. She says, you can come down and chop them down, whatever you want. So I take my pickup truck this one Saturday morning, and I go down to their place, and it was actually her father's house. It was a mobile home, and when I got there, the guy says, well, the dead trees are up in the woods, but we have this tree that's kind of leaning toward the mobile home, and we're afraid that a windstorm will come along and knock it down across the mobile home someday. He said, why don't you take that one down first?
Yeah. That's it.
So,
This is their home that they lived in?
yes.
But why you?
Oh,
Barry, why you?
Oh!
So, you know, I had fallen a lot of trees, and I thought, well, if I notch this baby just right, I think I can clear the mobile home. The guy and I, the funny part about it, the guy and I stood there and looked at it for a while, and I thought, well, if we do this and this and that, it ought to just clear the mobile home, and there's a fuel tank there beside the mobile home and everything. And so I thought, well, we could make that happen. Well, needless to say, the tree had a mind of its own and actually twisted. When I cut it, so much weight on the top of it, it twisted. And when it did, the weight of it just took it right down across the mobile home. So we scampered up to the roof of the mobile home, and I could see a branch that had pierced the roof and was down inside. So I said, oh my gosh, there's a branch went down inside, we better go down and see what kind of damage. We walked the whole length of that mobile home, looked everywhere through the ceiling, could not find where that branch.
oh,
And I